did you get glasses?
What?
You wear glasses?
I've always worn glasses. I just have new glasses. You never look at me anymore.
Yeah, you look fucking dorky as shit.
Thank you.
It looks pretty good though.
All
You
right.
ever watch porn where they just jizz all over the glasses? Not that I want to jizz all over you or anything.
All right. Welcome to another episode of What Do We Want to Talk About?
Are you really gonna keep that in?
I'm going to keep all that shit in.
Why?
As always, it's
Uh,
a trio and wild and crazy guys. Here we got is Tired Mallow.
Confused Zim.
I
Very,
didn't know we
very
were-
confused Zim.
I didn't even know we were recording, dude. Like, you can't record me and not let me know. This is Bart.
This isn't California. I'll have to fucking tell you that I'm
Oh,
recording or
shit.
not. All right, I'm fucking tired, and it's not my movie, so go.
This week is Bard's pick.
Yep, that's mine.
What's your movie?
It's this one. It's about.
Yeah, I didn't ask what it's about.
fighting.
We didn't ask you who it was about. We asked you what the movie's name.
So it's about this one guy.
All right, so the movie is called Vampire in Brooklyn. Thanks, Bard.
Yeah, Vampire in Brooklyn. My bad. For a second there, I thought we were going over, Capoeira dance fighting.
Capoeira dance fighting. We're not ever going to watch this mystical movie that doesn't exist.
You know what the funny thing is? Like, I can't even remember the name.
It's all right. You know, no,
Only this strong.
no, that wasn't it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is your movie. Tell us about the movie. Tell us, when did it come out? Who directed it?
Percy Jackson, and there was no white people. I just saw a bunch of black people.
Okay, he's not answering my questions, is he? The movie came out in 1995.
1996.
Directed by
Percy Jackson.
Wes Craven.
Wes Craven.
What else did Wes Craven direct?
A Night Story.
You're looking at the wrong guy.
Movies.
Yeah, so A Night Story. No, wait. Christmas Before Halloween.
Scream was one of them.
Scream.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
There we go. I knew I had that. I was going on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Night Story. My bad.
It's a bunch more. I'm too tired to even try to look them up and remember. This is your movie. Why do you need any research on this?
Yeah, because this was Rowdy Blackwash.
The film stars Eddie Murphy and Angela Bassett.
Are we just gonna ignore that we only saw black people and
Like, let that be the part when we start talking about the movie itself. Like,
also,
we gotta give a little intro to the movie.
dude, Eddie Murphy as a white dude?
Yes.
Fucking
Okay,
sexy.
you know this is the part where we don't spoil stuff, right? Bard, like what? Spoiler free.
I feel like I
then we
have a
go.
headache coming on right now because this
Whoa,
shit.
he said this was my pick, so I get to like
Just-
route the
This
the
what it is.
show.
This when we route it.
Yeah.
We gotta keep it somewhat the same.
Anyways,
Yes.
so when Bard suggested that we watch this film, what were the thoughts that went through your mind?
First thing popped in my mind is the last time I saw this movie.
Evil is good.
Dude, again,
Oh.
spoilers.
Sorry.
The last time I saw this movie, I was toasted. So
Totes my goats.
yeah, and I'm trying to remember. Like,
Wait, but when you say toasted,
yes,
like in a toaster oven,
no,
is that a black joke, bro?
wait, you made that joke.
Because toasters, they make burnt toast. That's
Yep.
racist.
I
That's
don't,
fucked up, dude.
I don't,
I don't like being your friend if you're gonna be like this.
I don't know what's happening.
So yeah, you said you were toasted, but so you thought back to that last time.
The last time I was watching it and just sitting there giggling on the couch watching this movie and just laughing at stupid stuff. That's what I remember. And then I remember some other things like I watched the movie a lot as a kid, but I didn't know it was a horror movie until like I looked it up on the wiki. It was like
yeah,
I
it
wouldn't
doesn't
call it-
feel like a horror
I
movie.
wouldn't call
doesn't.
it a horror movie at all.
it's apparently it's a comedy horror movie. I just thought like, oh, it's just a movie with Eddie Murphy in it, like
I
another
remember
one.
when I was trying to decide like what am I gonna have these guys watch this week, and I looked it up, and this was apparently when Eddie Murphy was trying to make his comeback,
Mm.
and this was his like comeback movie.
Speaking of watching it, I didn't finish the film.
Oh,
Just letting you guys know. I remember some parts of it, but I only got like maybe halfway through. I stopped at a certain like the one of the funniest scenes in there, and I don't know. I just didn't have time to do it this week.
So what did you think?
So this was my first time watching Vampire in Brooklyn, and so I didn't know what to think until I started watching it, or when I was getting ready in the week to watch it. I was like, wait a second, Eddie Murphy. When I saw like the thumbnail for it, and it's like, oh, okay, so Black Vampires in 1995. Let's do this. I was ready.
It's basically like the return of Blackula.
Is that a thing?
But
Yes,
this
Blackula
was,
is a thing. You ever?
Blackula is a thing, but this is like the cool Blackula.
No, Blackula was cool.
You didn't think Eddie Murphy was cool?
I thought he was entertaining. Wait, do you know about black exploitation movies?
I know about I know about black movies.
Okay, but you know about black movies back in the day, like Pam Grier was in a bunch of them.
I know about like
What the heck he had? I forgot that guy's name.
would you count like Bad Boys as a
It's
black
like
movie?
it's like Mad TV's making fun of Dolomite. Something. No, that's not black exploitation.
Wait, give me a second.
They're like movies that came out during like the 60s and the 70s, and they're
Black
just
Dynamite.
Oh no,
Black Dynamite is parodying those kind of movies.
It was a pretty good movie. Though.
Superfly is one of them. The Badass movie or something like that.
Anything with Ice Cube?
No, this is way before that shit. This is way before.
Okay, so here's the thing: is that the best thing about this
Coming
movie,
to America.
Coming to America was fucking classic, dude.
Coming to America is not a black exploitation movie. It's just a movie with black people.
I guess not. I'm sorry, guys.
I told you the range between the 60s and the 70s.
Why are we doing?
Well,
this
but this
whole
movie
episode
is
on
95.
race? Like, why are you being so racist today?
What?
No. Okay, I know you said it was like 60s to 70s, but this movie is 95.
If it was in the 60s,
What is happening?
How could you even tell that they're black? It's all black and white.
I'm talking about Blackula.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If it's in black and white, how do you even know that
No.
they're really
Wait.
black?
We mean black and white.
The screen is all. There's
We
no
got
colors.
color television like right after the 50s.
No, we didn't.
When did the color television come in?
In the 20s,
What? What?
Wait.
we didn't have no colors in the 20s.
How do you go back in time and then get color and then get color taken away from you in the 50s?
dude? That's how the fucking.
I'm pretty sure like the first
like the
TV
Great Depression
came out in 61 or
That's what
something.
you know about, right?
The Great Depression happened, in the 20s.
Yeah, exactly. They took all the colors away.
You
You
break
need to
my
open
brain.
a history book.
You break my brain. You do that.
Okay, no, but seriously, the worst part, or like my favorite part about this movie.
Wait, whoa,
we're
again,
gonna get into,
spoiler
I know,
free.
This is spoil.
We haven't even gotten to our ratings.
This is not even spoilers, but the best part is that at the very end, I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait for part 2. Part 2 is gonna be so much better. And they never fucking came out with part 2.
Apparently 1951. I said 61. Apparently 1951.
Yeah, that's what I said. 1921.
I'm too tired to fucking argue
So,
with you right now. I really am.
ratings.
Ratings. I didn't finish this movie, but I've seen this movie as a kid. I'm pretty sure I still like it. It was still entertaining as I'm watching it. It's fun, campy shit. It's my kind of goofy. You know, I really enjoy it. So I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a flip-flop. 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 Out of 10.
That is my favorite part.
Flip-flop.
When the fucking wolf turns into the dude.
I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a flip-flop out of 10.
Okay. For myself, I would have to rate it. Let's see. 27 out of my top favorite vampires.
Jesus Christ, how many?
You have 26 other fucking favorite vampires.
Well, because remember how we earlier
Last time
episode.
you said it was your 4th iteration.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that.
The number 4 is What We Do in Shadows.
Last week we just released that episode,
Yeah.
so it's fresh in our minds.
Right. And this would be it's way down the list. I mean, it's still, top 50. It's good.
How well versed are you with
Are there even any? Are there really 50 vampire movies?
Yes, there's more than 50.
Well, iteration. So I mean that includes movies, that includes anime, that includes comics.
Okay.
Hellsing is.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, how well versed are you with Eddie Murphy? Do you know about his 80s and his 90s work?
I have. Let's see. I
Okay,
have
how
seen.
about this?
Did you ever watch Raw?
Wait, before you start listing
Okay,
movies, I'm
okay.
gonna list the ones I can
Okay.
think of. Beverly Hills.
He's gonna be like,
Which one?
Daddy Daycare.
Which one?
The series.
The series? So you saw 1, 2, and 3.
With the gay
Well,
guy
1
that
and
makes
2.
weapons?
There you go. Thought so. What?
There's a gay dude that makes.
You keep.
badass
We
weapons.
talked about this last time. I don't remember. And you watched the fucking movie again. Okay. What else have you seen?
Coming to America.
Okay. You're doing good so far. 48 hours.
Not off the top of my head. I mean,
Okay.
it sounds familiar, but I can't remember it. Dr. Doolittle.
No, that's
Yeah.
sinful.
Do you remember? Didn't he do one where he was a monk?
Hold on. The Golden Child.
Oh, that's it. Oh,
No.
Golden Child.
You haven't seen The Golden Child.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
Oh, Golden Child
Oh,
is so
man.
good.
Like Eddie, like I'm gonna repeat this again, but 80s Eddie Murphy was best Eddie Murphy. So out of all the movies you've seen him in so far, how would you rank this one?
How do you feel about Eddie Murphy after he got his surgery to make him white?
Oh my
I'm
God.
ignoring that. I'm gonna say
Oh wait, that was Michael Jackson.
I
right?
still prefer some of his. I like Coming to America better than this.
Okay.
It's better than Dr. Doolittle. Oh wait, Norbit. That's another one.
Fuck Norbit.
Norbit was so bad.
Norbit was like
Oh, that was like.
devastating to my heart. It cemented. It's like, yep, this is it, man. This
Hey,
is it.
didn't he do a movie where he was a bunch of fat people?
Yeah, the Eddie the fat Nutty Professor
Nutty
movies,
Professor. There you
1
go.
and 2. What else, man? That's it for you.
But I think that gives you a range of my
Okay. All right.
my Eddie Murphy verseness.
Okay, so Bard, how would you rate this film?
17.
Out of what?
10.
You're saying this movie has no flaws and it goes like 7 scores, almost like twice as good as a perfect movie.
Well, except for all the feminist bullshit.
What are you talking about?
I can't, dude. The main character was fucking annoying as shit.
All right, let's get into it then. I guess we're gonna get into the bad. As I said before, I didn't finish this film, and I'm going
I ask
off
you a question,
memory.
For real?
What's up?
Have you ever beast fucked somebody?
What's beast fuck somebody?
You beast fucked her. You beast fucked her. You know you did. You beast fucked her.
Explain to the audience what beast fucking is.
Well, that's when I put on my fox costume.
Oh Jesus!
That I-
That's
Never
a
mind.
first.
Never mind.
Cutting this.
Never mind.
No.
Don't explain to the audience
No.
what you're talking about.
No.
We
Did I
don't
tell
need.
you I got that in the mail the other day?
I don't even want to know what that is.
Get out of my house.
Please.
I don't know why all my friends on Tumblr, they think it's cool.
All your friends on that sentence alone bars you for coming inside my house.
You beast fucked her. Don't lie.
All right, like I said, I'm just gonna be hopping in and out of this because 1, I'm tired, and 2, I didn't finish the film. But I do have one critique I didn't like about it.
Alright.
In the beginning of the film, when they're going to the ship. Wait, should we do we need to do a synopsis of this fucking film?
Okay.
Shit.
Give it to us.
Really? Me?
Malo.
Mal-
do you really want Bard to give us the synopsis?
Yeah, but I don't.
I'll
Okay.
give you a synopsis.
Okay,
Please don't.
okay. No. It's simple because he fucking says in the beginning of the movie, a vampire comes from a distant land to Brooklyn to find a mate.
That's the thing. Okay, so I know we're gonna talk about bad. I fucking love vampire lore.
Yeah, you do.
This shit, the whole fucking ring at the end.
Yeah, we.
We'll work our way
Oh
up there.
my god! Like it makes me so angry because
Yeah,
this could. Okay, so really, this
But they
could
ex-
have been a 17.
yeah, but they explained
this
it.
is really like a 9.
He even explained it. He's like, oh, as my ghoul, you might one day become a vampire. They let it in.
Dude, that goes against
I-
every fucking
I-
other vampire
I get
lore
what
there
you're
is.
saying.
And
Okay.
then here's the thing: is like, okay, her father, supposedly her real dad. You don't really know with black people. They got kids. So
Can
all
you
that-
why?
I don't know, man.
I'm just trying to make Mello mad.
I'm sure you're making like 3/4 of the audience.
The problem
mad.
is you won't make me mad by saying shit like that.
You're gonna get us like
Dude,
flagged or some.
I'm
crap.
trying to be super racist, and you don't even care.
You're right. I don't.
Then what's the point of being racist if you're not gonna get mad?
When have I ever been angry at the racist shit you have said?
That's true. No, but seriously,
What?
Did you lose your train of thought?
What?
I thought you were gonna say something.
I was gonna. We're working on the bad right now. Let's since we're already fucking here, go into a little bit more in depth about what you're saying about the ring. So we're gonna jump to the very end of the film apparently. So Maximilian, who's our main vampire guy, he has a ring. He apparently dies at the end. The ring falls off. His ghoul that he made at the beginning of the film, who's constantly rotting throughout the film and losing limbs and shit.
Wasn't that fucked up when the guy stepped on his eye?
Stepped on his eye. He lost his ear, lost his dick, lost his hand. This is
He
falling
did.
apart.
Did he? I don't think he lost his testicles yet.
Yeah, he did. I think he lost his dick.
I think he said, "Oh, let me check." No, it's all there.
I think later on he lost it, but you know what? This like I said, I could be wrong about that. I don't remember shit. But yeah, he's basically falling apart.
His arm.
His ghoul's falling apart. Ghoul picks up the ring, puts on the ring, boom, becomes a vampire.
And that's it for this week, guys.
Anyways, you were Malo talking at
I was beginning. I was trying to explain something. This is the one thing I didn't really like so far. I only got maybe 40 minutes into the film, and it's like the one blaring thing that pissed me off. It's that when the ship comes in, and then the cops go into the ship. Did you guys notice that the entire ship was lit very well? Like there was bright lights coming into the portholes or whatever, and then like there were candles in around and at the bottom of it, but you can clearly see everything.
Right.
But she had a fucking flashlight that wasn't doing anything. Her flashlight wasn't doing anything because it was so bright down there.
So
and that was annoying to me.
What makes you mad?
Yes.
Is that her flashlight was not bright enough.
What makes me mad is that she has a flashlight, and what makes me mad is that they could have set this scene to be more be scarier.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay,
how many times did she blink in this episode? How many times did she blink in this movie?
I will let you know. I was tired, so I didn't count blinks this time. Just let you know, nothing agitated me that much to do that. Just
really,
that
bro?
scene. Just that scene. Yes.
Flashlight.
Dude. Okay. So imagine this. So imagine everything was dark. Like, you got a little bit of light coming in because they have spotlights coming in, whatever. But then the flashlight shows you the fucked up stuff. But I was already seeing the dead bodies before she put the flashlight on. I'm not surprised.
Dude, moonbeams are fucking bright.
I don't give a fuck. Set your scene right. Give me some intensity. Shit.
Oh, dude.
That was just annoying. I just didn't like it. It was just like, okay, hold on. Give me your phone. I just take the phone. I take his phone, right? And then I take the flash in this bright fucking room, and I just shine on his face. I can always see your black face. Yeah. Now I can just I'm not doing anything with this. That's what it fucking felt like, and I was annoyed by it. I'm sorry. What do you expect from me? I count blinks. Shit.
Yeah, dude. Just calm down, bro.
Let's talk about how vampires are mean to dogs. Apparently.
Holy shit! Fucking explode that dog.
What was that, dude?
So the dog's barking at Maximilian. Maximilian looks at the dog and he says, "Jump." The dog explodes, shoots 40 feet in the air, and then lands in a fucking lake. And then the guy's like, "What's going on? Wait, where'd you go?"
Okay, here's another thing that I didn't like about this. Is when I think at one point they're like, "Oh, are you hungry, Max?" And he's like, "Oh, I really had Italian," and he fucking chunks out a piece of meat. Vampires don't eat meat. Why would he have that chunk of meat in his fucking mouth?
Do you think it was funny when he attacked the Italians? He was ripping his arms off and his legs. He's like, "I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need this." But okay, you know what? Since I only watched the beginning, I want to go back. Did you guys think it is weird that the dead bodies were kind of piled up on top of each other? The way they were. Some of them looked like they were trying to run away from him on the boat when the boat came in and the old guy was looking around on the boat. It looked weird to me that some of the bodies were placed the way they were, because it looks like he killed everybody in one go instead of just picking them off.
What it should have been months at a time.
Yeah, picking them off one by one, or if anything, there should be at the bottom of the should a pile of bodies. But
that's another thing is those bodies had way too much blood on them.
That's true.
A vampire would not waste that fucking blood.
Obviously, you have not watched What We Do in Shadows, because apparently you hit the wrong vein. That stuff's just squirting all over. You got to set down a tablecloth before you eat.
Iago was a bad vampire, bro. Iago did not know what was up.
But anyone else think that was kind of weird? Like the body placement?
I did.
It's like, if anything, I would imagine they would be close to his coffin or just a pile of bodies.
I guess I didn't think the body placement was off, but I really, when I saw all the blood, I was like, this should not be bloody.
I don't know. I mean, maybe if you hypnotize them, it's like.
It just, if you're gonna, if you're on a ship, right?
Right.
You're not fucking staring at that ship. You're just laying at the bottom. I get like picking them off one by one. Like, that makes more sense than it seemed like he killed the entire crew in one fucking day, basically.
Yeah. Like,
Maybe.
I'm gonna say this.
Maybe
no homo,
he killed the crew.
right?
No, hold on, let me finish this statement. So maybe he killed the crew and goes to the captain like, take me to Brooklyn or else you're next.
I don't know. You know what? He probably did the same thing that that dinosaur did in Jurassic Park 2, where like, you know, it bit the arm and then the arm was apparently still navigating the fucking ship.
Yeah, the arm is
Just hanging out. Yeah, it's like whatever. So what were you gonna say?
No homo.
But
I love when sentences start like that.
Would you suck
Wow.
Eddie Murphy's tongue?
Tongue?
Yeah.
Is there another tongue sucking scene?
No, I just want to suck his tongue.
Why?
Dude, I said no homo, so that makes me.
Did he show his tongue off it or anything like that? Or he just
No, I just like Eddie Murphy.
like I get like the ghoul when he was pulling his tongue out of his mouth. I get
what's that tongue do? There's something for everyone.
Is this something we need to talk about? Like, you looking inside a man's mouth and you want to suck on his tongue. Is this like a Nick Cage thing or something?
Yeah, dude, especially when he got all angry looking. Cause that's.
Is this a feeling you get with
tongue.
other people too, where you just look inside their mouth like, I want to suck on their tongue?
Yeah. Every once in a while.
Have you ever thought of that about Mala's tongue?
Please don't. Don't.
Yeah. Especially when he hypes me up.
Which has not happened for like at least 2 years.
Yeah. So I'm kind of missing your
Yeah.
tongue a little bit, bro.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Go through those withdrawals.
I might do like a hype on the
If you
podcast.
haven't noticed, I'm gonna make you so uncomfortable this episode.
I don't.
Oh wait, I'm not making you uncomfortable. You want me to say?
Okay, what? Here's something. Here's something that it's not really a bad or good, but I'm
What's
gonna
up?
push it more to the bad.
Yeah.
Why is Witherspoon always an old man in anything that he's in?
He was born an old man.
Wait, who?
John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon. Flip-the-flop.
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
I've never seen this man without gray hair on his head.
Yeah,
Like,
he was born an old man.
watch him nowadays, watch him in 95. That was like 20 years
And
ago.
Friday.
20, almost 25 years ago.
Smack him up, right? Doesn't he do that?
Yeah, what was that from?
That's from Friday, right?
No, that's not from Friday.
But at one point, he really does like smack some old lady. Like,
Yeah,
this chicken so good, make you smack your mother.
I don't know what. That's not Friday. I know. Shit, where's that from? Fuck it, I'll find a clip of it and put it in the video.
Are you sure it's not Friday?
No, it's not, because he actually slaps his mom and she's like, "What the fuck's your problem?"
Friday after next.
I don't fucking, dude. It's not. I don't think it's any Friday movies. I think it's something else.
I don't know.
I don't know. What else is there? Like, what else are your bads? Because that's something bad I can think about when we just.
You know what?
I don't feel it's worth being a ghoul to become a vampire. Even if it was that quick where you just got the ring afterwards, I feel like when you go through the losing an ear, losing an eye, like losing your arm,
Your skin's deteriorating.
deteriorating.
Yeah,
you
dude,
just,
he looks fucked up.
I like the makeup effects on him. Oh, but yeah, is that the only way to become a ghoul, is to get the ring? Like, that was another thing I was kind of curious about as a kid when I watched this. How else would he become a vampire?
I
And
mean, maybe when your vampire decides like it's time or to release you, I don't know. All I'm saying is, like, even if I could be afterwards become a vampire and live forever and not have all those powers, I don't think going through. I'd rather just do it the quick and easy way. Have one of my parents be a half vampire and then have a full vampire come and like fully change me. That seems so much easier.
That's another. Going back to what I didn't like about the story is the whole half-ass fucking storyline about her dad being a vampire. That doesn't make sense to me. Vampires can't have kids.
Have you watched Twilight 3?
have you watched Twilight 3?
I have not, but
So-
I know. I watched Vampire Suck.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to talk about that shit. I want to talk about somebody like, yeah, I'm not angry about the lore, because I feel like every time I watch a vampire, I feel like they change the lore some way, but not with what we do in the shadows. Kept everything pretty legit, actually.
Did they have floating clothes in this one?
No, he's
No.
completely invisible.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
This one thing I didn't like was when he goes full vampire mode, his face is like it's wrapped in plastic.
Looked like it was. Buffy the Vampire.
Lines.
Yeah, he
Or
looked like his
Buffy
like
level.
it, like someone made his face out of plastic. That was remember I was like fucking giggling way
Well,
back
he-
when.
yeah, that's-
I was like, oh my god, what the fuck are on his face, man?
That's another thing. Is like, how come they made the girl look so ugly, and her hair was just like all poofed out when she was a vampire?
Maybe it's like reminiscent
But
of
vampires are
Bride of
supposed to be
Frankenstein.
sexy.
What what's his name? Deacon?
Yeah, sexy but dead.
Okay. Is
Something-
that just
okay.
okay, go ahead.
Other
Sorry.
thing that was kind of like a pet peeve of mine when I'm just gonna call Maximilian Maxie. When Maxie is banging the roommate, what position do you have to be in to get like blood pouring out of the
Oh my
door?
god,
the
me-
doorknob.
I thought that
The
too.
keyhole. I was like, how much?
Because
blood
they
has
were
to be in
they
that
were
room?
they were on the bed from what we could see.
Yes.
And even if he starts like tossing her around or whatever, because we find the body later being hung, but
Well, dude, that's how you know that he beast fucked her.
Dude, what? Okay, let's move backwards before we get to that. That girl was thirsty for some dick.
Dude, she
I have never more
she
power.
was DTF.
Like yeah, more power to women like getting a D when they want it, but like this girl felt like she was desperate. And it was weird. Like she goes to the cop guy. He's like, nah, like get out of here. And then she just like he comes around. And I thought he was gonna hypnotize her, but she's like, no, this random guy I've never met before. I'm just gonna fuck him. That was weird to me. I don't know how you guys felt about that.
That was pretty weird.
And he
What's
fucked.
up with the cop's name is Justice?
Nice, some gay shit. I don't know.
What kind of name is Justice?
But then he fucked the shit out of her. She's like screaming like, I'm coming. And then he kills her afterwards. Like, so he fucked her. I guess he beast fucked her.
He beats fuck.
And then he kills her.
He
And then
beast fucked her.
blood comes out of the keyhole, and I don't know how the fuck that happens.
That's my
That was
favorite
so
part of the-
stupid,
it
though.
was.
That was just like so fucking stupid. Like how does blood come out of the keyhole when you're in the bed? The bed's nowhere near the door. That was weird. Unless he unless he just drank her blood and it's like was like spitting it through the keyhole. Just because he just want to be like a weird guy.
That's what I like to do.
Another thing, I'm going to fast forward a little forward.
All right.
When Maxie tries, kills the preacher at the church, and he takes over, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
How
Okay,
is
so
he?
You're good with killing
No.
creatures.
How is he able to actually take him though? Because one, the van that they were at had a bunch of crucifixes all over it. And he pushes them in. So now he's in the van that's surrounded by crucifixes,
Ooh, shit.
and nothing's bad. And so I was like,
As
so
soon
when I
as he-
first saw this, I was like, okay, well maybe crucifixes don't do anything to him. But then he goes into the church
I-
and sees the
You
crucifixes
want to
all
plug
over.
your ears. You need to plug your ears. Like he goes to the church like, God damn!
Oh, dude, GD, bro.
I told you to plug your fucking ears.
And he's like literally burning. And stuff. And so I'm like, okay, so do crucifixes work or do they not? And then later, fast forward to when
Yeah.
they're dancing, he pulls the cross off of her neck, and it's like, make up your mind.
Okay, listen.
Do they hurt or do they not?
You should have known that this movie was gonna be full of bullshit when fucking blood's coming to keyhole for no fucking reason. All right, you should have known it's like anything's gonna fucking happen. There's no more rules. Whatever happens, happens. So we're following anime rules. This is the rule of cool. We're Gurren Lagann this shit. That's what we're doing right now.
Is that what we're doing?
We're Gurren Lagann this shit. I'm probably saying it fucking
It's
wrong.
called Gurren Lagann.
I don't know what's the not the past.
In the past tense of Gurren Lagann.
Can you give
Or
it to me in
I
a
guess-
verb? As a verb. Or give it to me as adjective. It's like, yeah, I want to verb this shit. I want to Gurren Lagann this shit. Or Gurren Laganning this
Let's
shit.
talk about the part where.
No, I want an explanation.
I don't know. Fuck you is the explanation. I don't.
How many animals did they kill in this movie? There was some animal brutality in there.
I know he grabbed the snake. That was fucking stupid scene with the snake. Whatever. The snake got grabbed, but that was fine. The dog's dead.
Yeah, and then the cat got shot.
Oh, cat got shot.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, he
Eddie
shot.
Murphy
I remember
shoots the
when
fucking
he was
cat.
white, right? Yeah, he shot the cat.
Whiteface.
I remember
And he's
that.
like, that cat had it coming to him. Like, that cat was a fucking dick.
This is like, okay, something about this movie that reminds me of my childhood. This is when I didn't know that one person can play multiple people in different movies. Eddie Murphy was the first person to introduce me to that because he did it in this movie and then he did it in Coming to America. And I did, like, there's characters in there that someone had to tell me that the old Jewish guy was Eddie Murphy. I was like,
Yeah.
that's Eddie Murphy?
Okay,
What?
so you got that. Like, I remember watching this and I was like,
before you
this
finish
kind of
that,
looks like Eddie Murphy.
what about the Parent Trap?
Dude,
Are you talking about?
do you know how old I am? You
No,
know-
not the Lindsay Lohan. I mean the original
No,
Parent Trap.
I didn't watch that shit. That's not the same. One person playing multiple characters talking to each other, that freaked me out. Like I didn't get that. Yeah, Parent Trap, like, ooh, two girls. Like, no, they're two different people. They're not just like twins.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm the peppy one and I'm the less peppy
Now
one.
that
No,
we're talking about it, Emma Watson.
we're not doing this
We're
right
not
now. We're not doing this
talking
right
about
now. So I'm saying it's the preacher talking to the vampire. Like that's two separate like entities right there. Two very different people.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Eddie Murphy played the preacher.
You did.
I just
That's-
thought he played Eddie Murphy and the
That's
the
why.
white guy.
That's why that scene was so long because he's playing the preacher. But Eddie Murphy was the first person to introduce this to me as a kid. That one person to be like a whole nother person in the same scene with
I thought
his
the
help.
person that came up with that was the guy who made Medea.
Oh, now you're trying to piss me off. Oh, now he's trying. Now he's trying. Now he's trying.
What's his name?
I'm not.
Ryler.
There's something I gotta say since we just uploaded to What We Do in the Shadows. I made a couple mistakes in there on that episode. I want to just fix. So when we were talking about Boris Karloff,
Well, okay. To be fair for
The
them,
Mummy?
this episode comes out weeks after.
it doesn't
so-
matter. I just made me feel better about this.
Okay.
So
Go
Boris
ahead.
Karloff was the mummy, and he was Frankenstein. And I was saying that he was the expert at doing like facial prosthetics. Like the guy that I meant to say was like I think his name is Lou Chaney, and he's the one who did the Phantom of the Opera. I believe he's also the Wolfman. He's the one who like put like fucking rods in his nose to morph his face. He played Mr. Hyde and stuff like that. Like he did shit to his face to make, because like before you could like paint your face up with like fucking plastic molds, he would actually twist and tort his own face with wires to make himself look like the classic movie monsters from the 20s. I just want to put that out there, even though this thing's gonna come out like fucking weeks after this, but I just felt like I was editing and I didn't put it in there, so I was like, I'm putting it in now. So like back on track.
Supposed to start that sentence off with no homo.
What else you guys didn't like about it? Because I stopped right before the preacher started going, so that's it. Oh no! I got a couple I didn't like. The torturing her with the hallucinations cliche thing was kind of annoying. I gotta admit that's just I'm tired of seeing
Lazy?
it. This movie is lazy at the same time, but it's campy and corny. And I'm like, I kind of let it get away with some stuff, but that cliche is annoying. And another cliche that's also annoying is like, we got to find this one person who knows everything about this thing we don't know nothing about. And you know what we need to do? We're going to walk and talk about it. And he's going to pop out of nowhere. It's like, hey guys, I'm right behind you. And I have something to tell you. It's like, nigga, where you come from? Like, he popped out of nowhere. He's like, we gotta find this doctor. And then as they're walking down, he pops out of nowhere. He's like, you don't have to even look far. Like, they started the conversation at the top of the fucking stairs. How the fuck did you hear them?
Well, okay, but wait, be fair. Let's be fair.
Okay.
They had the address, so it's not like they're walking just any random place. They had an address
Yes.
of where he's supposed to be at
At a club.
a club,
Yes.
and that's supposed to be like his office. Of course, the
Okay.
office is going to be closer to the entrance. So
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a little leeway on that.
Motherfucker, it was at the bottom of the stairs. They started the conversation at the top of the stairs, and he just pops on a corner, and he's like, I'm gonna be the guy who tells you all the answers, and one of you's not gonna believe me, and then one of you's really gonna believe me. And that's an annoying cliche that I see. That it still happens to this day. Where you have to go to the one guy who has like, well, the monster name is Bagul, and he's a demon from the butthole universe, and he's here to slap your children with water balloons. You gotta stop that shit. Like they
Well,
always
if he's
have.
if the demon's from another universe, isn't that just more of an alien than a demon? I feel like
Hey man, Alex Jones told me that. I shouldn't even say that because like Fucking YouTube might come after us. Fucking pedophiles from outer space.
Oh man. According to the ancient astronaut theorists.
But yeah, that's like another cliche. I don't know what it's called, but I find that kind of annoying. Like the one guy comes out of nowhere to gives you all the answers, and he just disappears. It's always like an older guy too, because this guy's been studying this thing for all his life. And I don't know. Have you seen a lot of horror films?
Like, okay,
'Cause I'm
how
pretty
many
sure-
times
Not
did
really.
this dude have to deal with vampires though?
I don't know. Probably once.
For him to carry a fucking cane with a knife in it.
Once.
Really?
But you know what I'm
Well,
talking about, right?
because
With
he
horror
had
films.
vampires on his island. Of
Like,
course, you grew up with
It
that.
happens a lot with like demonic possession, ghost films. Like this one person comes up and is like,
Well, I think
blah,
it's
blah,
not
blah,
even
blah.
just those. I think it's in general. It's a
It's a quick.
it's a trope.
You know what it is? It's anime. It's what's that word I fucking hate in anime? It's exposition dump. It's an exposition dump. That's what it is.
It's for the audience. Bro.
Yeah, it's fuck off. No.
It's
How
for
about
the
the fact that this movie, which came out in the 90s,
Yes.
broke 90s rule number 1.
What was that?
Rule number 1 is if you're not being yourself, you don't get the girl.
Oh yeah.
But
What do you mean?
well, like you try to like do all the like you try to act like the character who you think your love interest
Yeah.
wants, and when you do that, you end up not winning her over.
Because you gotta be the real you, bro. The
And
real
then
you.
at the end of the 90s movie, it's like once you finally choose to be who you really are, not trying to impress them, that's when you win them over. They broke that rule. What was the main character's name?
Maximilian.
No, not Maximilian, the girl.
I forgot her name. Dude.
We'll just call her Cop.
Damn, damn, man.
So like the cop
She was
falls for
fucking
him
annoying.
We'll
after
get to that in a
like
second.
he kind of follows her around and like figures out, oh, this is your favorite food, this is your favorite wine, and throws all of that in front of her. It's like you can't do that. This is a 90s film. This is in the middle of the 90s. Follow the rules.
Yeah, and then
This is the type of girl that would fucking walk up to a McDonald's and be like, "I'm a woman. Give me my chicken nuggets." And you're just like, "Bitch, you ain't got my chicken nuggets. I ain't giving them to you."
I said this before. Whatever Bart says
What?
doesn't reflect on all of 3WTA.
so yeah,
We just tolerate him.
why don't you like this woman? Did you even say the 3WTA thing part at the beginning?
3WCA.
Okay, never mind. Whatever. I'm fucking tired. So, explain to us why you didn't like the female character, the
She
female
seems
lead.
like a hardcore feminist.
And you have issues with hardcore feminists?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're females.
Like I said before,
Like you said before, can you repeat that? What you just said before?
whatever Bard says does not reflect on the rest of 3WTA.
Yeah.
We just
I like
tolerate
my
it.
women to be manly. I mean,
What?
I said that wrong. I don't like my women to be manly. Is what I meant to say.
And being a feminist is manly?
Yeah, it's scary manly.
I'm not ready to talk about that right now. I'm too fucking tired. I'm just gonna say what my favorite line in the movie was when he was in the limo and he says,
So we're moving on to the good.
"No, I just want to say this right now
Are we
because I'm
still
trying."
talking about bad?
We're still talking about bad. I just want to break this up a little bit. I just want to put my little favorite line in there. When he was sitting in the limo and he's like, "I want to see how you dance, man. How you dance in the back or whatever. Like put that good hammer music on." And he looks at me and he's like fucking shoot some lightning through him or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. He's like, "Drive the limo. Shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth."
Eddie Murphy was a fucking beast in this though.
Yeah, he was fun. That's all I know I got. All right, what else did we not like about the film?
Well, actually, I like this about it, or I like that it was probably going to bother you.
Oh,
Ooh.
Malo, this movie it's like your favorite.
oh,
The main character woman needs the light-skinned man to
oh
come
my
save her
god!
from the dark-skinned
think
man.
about that.
It's
yeah.
a Tyler Perry movie.
Oh shit! This is a Tyler Perry movie before he came out with Medea.
Oh, you know what's funny too? That light skinned guy, he worked with Tyler Perry.
Oh,
I think he's in a show called The House of Pain or something. Oh my god! I never thought about that.
That's what this movie boiled down to, and I was just.
Oh my god!
Let's talk about how all these white women keep taking all the decent black men.
Where's this coming from?
I don't know. I heard that somewhere.
You think I'm dating a white woman or something?
I was hoping.
It's like, damn it, I got another one. Oh man,
Hey, let me ask you a question.
what's up?
I'm scared every time you say that.
Have you let your girlfriend suck your tongue? Oh man, you beast fucked her, didn't you? You beast fucked her.
I can't even go like, girl, hey, come here real quick. Let's try something out.
You see these monkeys over here? Come suck my tongue behind these monkeys.
Alright, let's move on to things we actually liked about this film.
They had a pretty good Van Gogh picture.
It wasn't, Starry Skies. It wasn't the obvious go-to.
Oh, I think that was fun.
It was.
No.
I think my favorite line, though, was everyone snores. Not while they're banging.
Everyone snores. And everybody's fucking... Well, okay, did you realize that they were talking... Okay, so the Italian mobsters...
Well, how do you know...
about that scene.
Oh, okay.
And I thought that was a little ridiculous, because they were like, oh, do you know this guy? And he's like, no, but I saw him get beat up by his girlfriend one time. And I was like, oh, yeah, very likely.
What else is there, guys? I can only... What can I name good about this? I like how corny it is. It has a goofy few lines. The ghoul was goofy. I like how he comes up and he's like, yeah, my man gonna hit that. He'll hit it real nice and quick. Like as he's trying to dance, the girl's like, yeah, you better give it up for him.
There ain't no pizza around here. You lying.
And just like
I like the part where he's like,
you thought you were gonna get some tail?
Where'd you get that hand? He's like, oh, I got it from Bloomingdale's. I could use it more than that guy could.
Oh man, it was. Yeah,
I think the ghoul was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, he was pretty fun.
And that's kind of sad because it's Eddie fucking Murphy. You expect way more from Eddie Murphy.
But Eddie Murphy was trying to play it serious, though. That's what it was. He wasn't trying to be funny. He was trying to be serious about it.
Okay, so that sermon, I feel like
man,
if you can call it that was once you got to that point, that's a cult.
I want to know.
That is a straight up cult.
I want to know how I want to actually play it in with sound in the video and see if I can get away with it. That was some good shit.
Because doesn't he start talking about how one dude was cheating on his wife?
I think if I remember correctly, he knew everything about everything for some reason.
Yeah, he knew it, and
he was probably lying about stuff.
Yeah, he probably.
He did say that he gains memories when he tries to take over someone.
Oh, okay.
And so maybe they did confession or. I don't know.
You really do. You need evil in life for there to be good.
Okay.
That's your opinion.
Yeah.
Without evil, then how do you know something's good?
I don't know.
Well, okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you have to taste something bad to know something tastes good? Or when you taste something that you like, can you just like it for how it is?
Oh, are you talking about does it taste better because you know it's bad? Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
I'm too tired.
No answer to that one.
I'm too tired to jump into philosophical conversations at the moment.
Because sometimes I taste some dirty stuff, and I know it's dirty, but it tastes so good.
What else did you like about the films, guys?
Let's talk about that heart-ripping scene.
From the beginning?
Yeah.
That was hilarious. That, you know what, as a kid, that was a thing you see, in movies where they rip out the heart, it would come out with a heart with all the vowels cut out, it's just a perfectly heart, a little mucus blood on it or whatever, and that was a thing. And then you still yeah, and then later on you find out there's connections to everything. When you get older, it's I thought the heart just sits there in the chest because that's what movies just say, it just sits there and not connect to anything. What would you want to say about it? Did he make a fucking pun too when he was ripping out the hearts and shit?
I think he did.
It wasn't really a pun. I guess it was weak. It was something.
Oh damn! Damn.
Along the lines of I can't even remember. It's put more heart into it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Cause he's I've been stabbed. I've been hung, I've even been burned, but I've never been shot before.
It tickles a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. And it's but next time you're going to aim for the heart!
Yeah. Put more heart
put some more heart into it, yeah.
How can you put more heart in it?
No, okay. I know I said the other line was the best line.
This
is the second best line.
All right.
This is my stomach. This is my heart. This is my stomach. This is my heart.
I remember that.
Yeah, that fucking doctor, like, Roddy just stabbed him in the stomach, and it was like, yeah, that's not gonna fucking do shit.
Oh man.
No, what did he say? He didn't say know the difference. What was it? It was, this is my stomach, this is my heart. This is my stomach, this is my heart. Dang, what was the end of that line?
I want to see if I can put like actual audio clips in this and not get in trouble. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll
Like I
find
said, the best part of this whole movie was sadly the very end, when I thought they were gonna make a part 2. Because I would much rather see a Vampire in Brooklyn starring that one funny dude.
I don't think this movie did well. Critically.
No, I had a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, it did bad.
What?
Batman vs Superman has a higher score than it.
What was Gentleman Broncos? What was that rating at? Said that.
That was at 9.
9? Damn.
If I remember correctly,
I think it was higher than 9.
No, I'm pretty sure it was at.
I like both these movies. I don't give a fuck.
Well, dude, obviously I liked it. Like,
Well, yeah, you. But
Okay, how have we not brought up the park scene with the lady and when she pulls out her pepper spray?
yeah.
oh yeah, but
Where-
I feel for your like.
No, she's like, so Eddie Murphy as Maximilian pops out and she starts screaming. He hasn't even done anything yet, and she pulls out her pepper spray and she's like, yeah, I got pepper spray, and then like he's ready to like attack her and stuff, and she's like, you know, I understand the oppression that the Negro community
Oh.
goes through, so just like.
Oh, I kind of remember that scene, but I didn't get that far.
Are you allowed to say that? I thought that
Negro?
Was, yeah, that's messed up, right?
You can say Negro.
Like,
'cause-
I'm racist, but I won't even say that.
Yeah, like I think the new racist word is person of color or people of color. I fucking hate that. It sounds like colored people to me when I hear people say it. Is that just me? How you feel about it when people say people of color?
Well, I think the term is actually person. Or
Person,
persons.
people. To me, it sounds like you're just saying colored folk, and it sounds weird to me. But yeah,
Well,
Negro is not bad. Negro's fucking. You speak Spanish. Negro's black, in your language.
No, that's negro. That's different.
Okay.
Actually, okay, so
Yeah.
here's the thing. This is completely off topic, but okay.
Then why are you bringing it up?
I work in a
'Cause
call center.
It's whatever we do. You wanna put,
Yeah, I'm gonna put that out there. I work in a call center,
okay.
and some guy was calling me, and he was just like, "Where are you from?" And he's like, "Are you even in America?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm in Texas." And he's like, "Oh yeah, do you got a fucking green card?" And I was like,
Jesus Christ.
and I was like, "No, like I got a regular ID. I don't need a green card." Oh, that was so fucked up.
Oh man, you don't. It's funny because you don't sound super Hispanic. So
That's what I said. I was like, I've never like, for the most part, people think I'm white, and like I say, oh, I was about to say my name.
yeah.
And they're
Don't
yeah,
do it because
yeah.
I don't know what that fuck is at. I don't know what that sound clip is at.
Oh
I gotta-
shit, no, Gentleman Broncos got 19.
Okay, all right.
19 on Rotten Tomatoes.
But then like, okay, let's also think about this. I don't give a fuck what other people think about when it comes to movies. I like the movies. I like Gentleman Broncos. I also like this movie a lot from what I remember and from what I stopped at.
Okay.
So
let's
what?
But-
get down to the nitty gritty.
What's the nitty gritty then?
Would you rather hook up with Eddie Murphy
What is happening?
or Lonnie?
Well, you already know
Who?
that he.
Lonnie
Who's Lonnie?
from Gentleman Broncos.
I'm not hooking up with any dude.
You know he doesn't care, or he
have
can't
to
fantasize. He already said it in previous episodes. He can't fantasize about fictional characters.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Eddie
that
Murphy
too. Yeah.
or Lonnie.
Why? What is going
You
on?
gotta choose
What
one.
is it like? Is then it's like sucking on Eddie Murphy's tongue, and now we're talking about hooking up with.
Oh,
No.
okay. So you'd rather just suck on Eddie Murphy's tongue?
I'd rather not do anything. I'm not playing this game.
Well, no, just say no homo first.
That does not negate the fact that I got to think about like, you know what? No, there's none of that shit.
Wait.
Zim, why are you not saying anything?
Okay, so something that was really
Is that
stupid.
Lonnie?
Something I found really stupid in this movie. I should have said when we were still on the bad.
Yeah.
So when Justice and the main character are in bed and she's already been turned into a vampire,
Okay, I didn't get that far. Go ahead.
she scratches him, while they're having sex, and so he's bleeding. And she's like, I guess like 3 fingers, or only 3 of them actually cut the skin.
Okay.
So he's bleeding,
Okay.
and she decides instead of, hey, I already have an open wound I can drink from. She decides to go for his neck.
Vampires.
But I mean, he's already bleeding,
Actually-
and her face was closer to the scratch. Her face was already near there.
'Cause,
Then she moves her head over to the neck.
1 second. Didn't in Vampire Interview with Vampire that Kristen Dunst sucked the blood from Tom Cruise's arm? Didn't that happen?
On the wrist.
Wrist? Okay,
On
let's
the
make
wrist, yeah.
okay the wrist. Let's make sure that happened. So on your part, I think because it's sexy to bite the arm, the neck.
Yeah.
You know, it's lips on the neck. You know, it's the sexy vampire thing.
Then what's the point of scratching? At that point, it's just it's like you have a Capri Sun back when you're like younger. For myself this
Motherfucker,
morning,
I'll go get one right
I
now.
know, dude.
I said back for myself this morning.
Okay.
Capri
Those come in
Sun,
Lunchables,
and like
bro.
you have like it dripping at the bottom, and you try instead of where the hole is, putting your straw there, putting it at the top. Like no, there's already a hole. It's already going to be dripping.
Hold on, before you talk about Capri Suns, start it off with no homo,
Wait, what? What?
and then go.
How in the fuck? What is happening? I'm so fucking tired.
You're making it way too easy today, man.
I know because I can't right now.
Zim is just like Zim just ignores me. Like, he always does. He's just like shut the fuck up, Bard. But he's too nice to say shut the fuck up, Bard.
Yeah, because
Maxie, shut up, shut up.
I don't know if you realize like he doesn't curse very much, so we're the ones who
Very
say it.
much. Have you ever heard me?
Never heard him curse.
I heard you.
At all.
I heard him call you a bitch one time.
I did not.
Dude, you call me a bitch?
Don't you dare lie on the air.
Oh no, like lying on air is way worse than lying normally.
Yeah, it's like that's bad. No, I'm pretty sure he wanted to call you a bitch one of these days. Just
I know.
because.
It was funny when we were talking about him bitch slapping 7-year-olds.
Oh yeah.
Context for people who haven't watched that episode.
A lot of people haven't.
I did not do such thing. I just beat a
Oh, damn.
7-year-old
Oh, dude.
in a
I
card
just beat
game.
this bitch.
Card game.
That's what they call
Okay.
it now, card games.
Yeah.
So you roll up on some little kid, like fucking elbow him in the throat. This is a card game, motherfucker.
Oh damn, dude, that's fucked up.
Anyway.
It's cold, man. That's cold, Zim.
Zim's too nice to be hanging out with us.
I don't know why you hang out with us.
Why do you?
I get hanging out with me. Maybe.
Oh, what the fuck?
I don't get hanging out with him.
Fuck you, Zim. Me and you could be buddies, right?
You're a bad influence.
Bro, I'm just trying to get his dick wet.
That okay.
It's a good thing he's pure of heart. Was that the shit from Kingdom Hearts?
Well, was it? I think
It's
there was.
filled with light.
Dude, I think there was a movie where it was just like these two buddies, and he was like, "Hey, remember when I gave you that blowjob?" And he's like,
Wait,
"No,
what?
no, I didn't give you a blowjob, but like, remember I got that girl to give you a blowjob."
You would say some shit like that.
And then, you know what movie I'm talking about, right?
I don't know what movie you're talking about at the moment, but I know that, given in any case, you would use that against me.
Right.
If you put a girl up and I hooked up with her, it's like, dude, come on, come pick me up from Mexico because that one time that one chick sucked your dick, and it was like me sucking your dick, but I wasn't really sucking your dick because I got the girl to suck your dick for me. It's like, wait, what? Yeah, I helped you get your dick sucked, so come to Mexico.
Well, yeah, obviously, dude. If I got your dick sucked, you better come to Mexico.
See, this is why I don't see you. Like, I think that this is how it works. I'm a good buffer between you and him.
So you get all my okay. So you got Zim got the call today saying, "Hey, what's up, Zim? Did you watch the movie?"
So yeah,
But you got the call saying, "You better say you love me, Mallow. You better say you love me."
while I'm at work and shit. So yeah,
I was at church when he called me.
I
just
praising the Lord.
hung up on him.
The Lord needs His blessing. What are you doing right now? Because I feel like, oh man, he needs help. He's in trouble. No, he's fucking with me right now, and I gotta do my fucking job. I don't have time for this.
All you had to say was you love me.
I can't even say like those words normally on any given basis. Why would I think it's go like, yeah, I can say it for you. Yeah.
Because I'm your buddy.
Like I said, I'm a good buffer between you two.
You get all the crazy. Zim gets the normal.
Because like I've dealt with all your fucking crazy. Like Zim has not ever dealt with your your actual
Zim,
break to crazy.
You were there at that time I went Super Saiyan.
Oh god,
at work, right?
He was screaming fucking hour at work.
You were there, right?
Just every now and again, he just starts screaming.
That was like years ago, man. I can't remember how. Like,
yeah. He's like, hey, I'm gonna do it right now, and starts screaming at work. yeah, that's pleasant memories. Let's get back to the topic at hand. What else we got for this movie?
We're werewolves, not werewolves.
Wrong movie.
Oh shit. Different.
So did Maximilian actually die? Because we see like after the whole explosion in the apartment, like a bat kind of fly out.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's maybe like his vampire. Well, my roommate said his vampire soul, but I don't think vampires are supposed to have souls.
Are vampires have souls?
Vampires do have souls, but they leave during the day, which is why they can't be awake during daytime.
Okay.
Unless they're powerful enough to call their souls back during the day.
I don't remember the ending that much, so I can't really give.
So basically, they actually, or she stabs him in the heart, all the Last Jedi style.
Uh-huh.
The quote I went with was, "Let go of the past, kill it if you have to."
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so she goes all Last Jedi on him and stabs him in the heart, and he, they go all dramatic. The windows explode and like the room shaking, smoke coming out of the coffin, and he I guess turns to dust for a bit. And then after that, you see out of the window fly a bat,
mm-hmm.
and he just goes into a light and disappears.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm assuming, watching that, it seems as if he's still alive, but
hey, he's a pretty powerful vampire, so why not? Because what is it like in Hellsing? You can't kill him. Like even if you do all the standard things, he doesn't fucking die.
Don't you have to chop off their head?
Well, I mean, technically, he could have killed. You could have killed Alucard, but they decided to go instead with the piece of the cross, so that he would meet God.
Oh.
To forgive him of his sins.
Oh, it's been a while.
He chose not to.
Okay, it's been a while, but yeah.
So he could have died. He chose not to be forgiven.
But yeah, I don't have a comment on the vampire flying away soul thing, really, honestly. Maybe they were prepping for a sequel if they could do it. Just leave it a little bit open.
They really were fucking prepping for a sequel, dude. There's a new vampire in Brooklyn.
What else?
Any closing thoughts? We're about at an hour.
We're about at an hour? Okay. Closing thoughts. I remember this film fondly. I didn't finish it, but, I still say it's a good movie. It's well worth a watch. It's kind of goofy. It's not scary at all. Yeah, it has violence in it, but, if you're alive today watching TV or movies today, you've seen worse shit. So, yeah. That's my final thoughts on that.
Yeah, for me, it's a one-time watch. I enjoyed it. I don't think I'd ever want to watch it again. I mean, even if if we have multiple people hey, do you want to watch this movie or this movie?
Damn.
I'd be like, yeah, I've seen that.
And that's Bard's pick too.
That's fucking.
And you just shitting on Bard's pick. You hear my phone real quick? I wanna get your thoughts on something real quick before Bard finishes on his thing. But actually, no, wait, yeah, Bard, go ahead. You give your final thoughts, because I'm gonna come back to Zim.
Well, this is Bard. I like chicken nuggets.
I say your final thoughts.
Your thoughts on the movie.
What the fuck are you doing?
Why are you being difficult today?
I don't know, man. All day he's been fucking doing this.
17.5 out of 10.
That's
really?
Your final thoughts.
After all that we talked about.
You add a 0.5 to it.
Yeah, it went up.
All right, so real quick. Out of all the things we reviewed, I want you to tell me, would you rewatch? All right?
Okay.
Little Witch Academia.
No.
The OVAs?
The OVAs. That's all we talked about.
I would rewatch the OVAs. I haven't finished watching the series.
Okay.
Even though it's been months.
Okay.
But watching it, I'm a little I'm enjoying watching it, but I don't think I would rewatch the whole series again.
Okay. Gangsta.
Yes.
No.
Batman Gotham by Gaslight.
Yes.
No.
Inc.
Yes.
Yes, not on my own, but if I was showing it to someone else.
Justice League.
Yes. That movie's hilarious.
I would rewatch clips, not the whole thing.
The Fall,
Yes.
Yes.
Made in Abyss.
Why are you answering, Bart? He's not asking you.
It doesn't matter. It's fucking.
Okay.
Well, dude, the Fall had really good CGI.
He's really trying. Made in Abyss.
Yeah, Made in Abyss I would rewatch.
Those are top tens.
Of course. This coming from the guy who likes Boku no Pico, right?
No!
Akira.
This is when I
Akira.
stabbed you, okay?
Oh, damn!
Yeah.
You just threatened
Yeah.
me.
I would rewatch Akira.
Okay.
Akira.
Yeah.
That was good.
Valhalla Rising.
No.
Yep.
Never again.
Ghost.
Only-
Both Ghost in the Shells. Pick one.
Not the anime.
The anime, yes. Never the live action again.
Red Line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meet the Feebles.
Like I said, if it was if we're trying to bring
Dude,
something weird
yeah,
to
I tell
the
you
table,
Walruses have the biggest penis.
Yes, you have. Changeling.
No, that was fucking
yes.
boring.
I
Dude,
mean,
John Malkovich.
I would
was
space
fucking
it out because
wasted.
every time I watch it, it makes me upset. But
It's
I would
hilarious.
rewatch it a
It's
third
not
time.
like we only put like 37 minutes in it because my fucking laptop was burning out. Con Air.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd rewatch it.
And then What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes.
Of course.
So I was just trying to make sure that it wasn't just Bart's pick where he's just like, I'm not gonna rewatch this shit. Because Bart, you need to put some in tight. Because he said he didn't want to watch Justice League. He said you didn't want to watch Gotham by Gaslight, right?
I did say I'd
You
rewatch
did? Okay,
Gotham.
okay. You didn't want to rewatch Justice League unless it's been clips. You didn't want to rewatch Ghost of Shell was yours. Valhalla Rising was mine. So that's two.
Yeah, it's not just yours. And if we're going off of everything, we have Food Wars. I would rewatch the first episode.
Yeah, we haven't uploaded that one yet. So
Face Off. By the time this episode's up.
yeah, Face Off will be out.
Face Off, yes. I would rewatch. Gentlemen Broncos.
In the year 25.
Maybe if it's a
25.
weird day. Like again, I wouldn't rewatch it on its own.
My man.
My Love Story, I'll rewatch that for life.
I don't know.
Oh,
We're
that's
just,
so boring.
just trying to see if like if we haven't put something out where we hate it. Besides you, like you just hate Valhalla Rising.
You know, sometimes I really like to just YouTube girls jumping on trampolines.
This has been another episode of whatever we want to talk about. This has been Tired Major Mallow.
I'm not mad at you, Bard. I'm just disappointed, Zim.
Don't forget to check for lumps. This is Bard.
What is that? No.